Leppa, what's your take on how you lost that game, or in particular how you gave yourself so many chances to win it but couldn't, I guess?
No, we had enough entries. We were +7, I think, entries, and but the efficiency going forward. Let's just play the tape from last week, eh? Save us all some time. 2 weeks in a row, we've probably blown our chances inside 50. So, in a way, it's an encouraging sign. Unless we're getting the ball there to make the errors inside 50, that's one way to look at it. It's just that continuity going in. We're working on it. Oppositions do pressure you up. They do put numbers behind the ball. They do make it a difficult scenario for our players. We just have to overcome that.
Is it indecision or is it skill?
Oh, it depends. I mean, it's a combination. At times we miss the target. At times, as in the target's on where ball hits the ground. Other times we miss the target as in it's open and we just kick it long. So it's a combination of decision making and skill. All those things. The things we're going to continue to work on, and each player, for different reasons, needs to work on that. So it's things you've got to fix on the training track. As I said, the positive is we sort of got the ball inside 50 better than our opposition tonight. We're just a bit untidy.
Obviously we asked you about Tom Rockliff the other day missing it again. Is this the sort of game where you think a cool head like him might have helped get you over the line?
I would have thought Tom Rockliff would have helped, yeah. I mean, I think everyone knows that. So, well, he didn't play, so that's what happened, and we lose a tight one. So, yeah, that's the result of it.
Pierce Hanley got a hard tag,
yeah.
and patches of brilliance, but also worked hard. It's probably the best I've seen him play against a hard tag. What's your thoughts on?
Yeah, he fought through it really well. We tried to move him around a bit, help him out a little. But he's an easy option, wasn't he? When you've got three of your best midfielders out of the team, it sort of was pretty obvious it was going to fall to Pierce or possibly Zorko. So, he's getting some attention now. It's a credit to him. He's had a pretty good month of footy, and teams will start sort of looking at him. He's a damaging player, so just not enough to get over the line though tonight.
Adam Simpson said he gave a bit of a rocket to his rucks at half-time. How did you see the ruck battle and how
we did a lot of work on the stoppages this week. Probably not enough work on the offence. It's pretty clear, isn't it? We spent a lot of time on it because we knew that was the area that they were probably going to nut us, and they didn't. So credit to the guys in there, and we set it up okay, and we didn't get exploited in that part of the ground. Obviously their tools and their potential dominance, we sort of come out even in that battle. It was just our ball move. They kicked 5 goals from their centre forward turnover too, so our backs coming out of defence kicking the ball straight back to them. We had 9 more clangers than they did, so that so it was either exiting the 50 or entering the 50 was pretty much how I surmise our night tonight.
Have you been surprised with what you've got from Stephen Martin? I mean, he's barely played in a couple of years. He would have been option 3 or 4, I guess, but he's been asked to do a big job on his own.
I think anyone who knows Steph has been involved in would say no, because one thing, if Steph can do it, hopefully he can just get his opportunity to do it. So I think everyone who's ever been involved in knows he's got the ability to do it. It's not like his athleticism has just come from nowhere. It's just he's been given an opportunity with the injuries and he's taken it. So well done to him.
Even more than you thought, though. He wasn't going to get a game sort of 6 weeks ago, and it sort of fell in his lap, and now he's.
You'd have to say yes, more than you thought, because you'd hoping he'd go in there and provide. I always knew he'd be more athletic than the guys he'd come up against, though. It's just whether he had the confidence to exploit that ground level, stuff that he'd have over his opposition, and he does it okay. He's still got some areas of his game to work on, but for a guy that's sort of come from where he's come from, limited pre-season, I guess it's a good sign.
Just one final one. The Shuey Zorko sort of shook hands at the start, and they didn't see each other for the. How do you feel it worked for you? Because I thought he was influential for them.
Yeah. He was, sure. He was influential. We talked about whether we put a Buick to him or a match-up to him, but we didn't think those particular match-ups were killing the teams either way, particularly that burst from stoppage. We found it was a bit of a break-even. It was more what we were doing with the ball in the hand, so we could have gone that way, but every time you throw a tag on, you take away from your structure, so we're mindful of that, and we didn't think it was at the level. Koch and Rocky shook hands and did the same thing last week and had similar amounts of influence, so we were monitoring it, but we just didn't think that was the reason why the scoreboard sort of wasn't going our way. Thank you.